I got so many new stones, it's hard to keep up with them all. This is the Imanishi 1000 6000 combo stone. I got this to test out to see if it would be a good replacement for the King 1K 6K stone. I can say off the bat, at least for the King that I had that was a combo stone, it's much thicker. This thing is pretty thick for a combo. Usually they come a little thinner than most standard stones because you're getting 2 grits, but not this guy. The 1K is a little bit thicker than the 6K side, but of course that's probably going to wear more. The 1K seems to be a soaker, whereas the 6K side seems to be a bit of a splash and go. Now I'm just going to sharpen up one of these Kershaw Crowns. We'll go ahead and get started. Again, this was already sharpened with the 400 grit latte. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe I missed a spot up here in the belly, so we're going to make sure we get that on this stone. This is my first time using this guy. I did lap it when I first received it, and just like the Best in 500, this thing came very flat. It was not out of flat at all. I think we're already there. I'm going to go ahead and do a few more light back and forth passes. So if there's any burr, hopefully I'll get them cleaned up. As I was saying about this stone, the 1K seems like it is a soaker, whereas the 6K seems to be splash and go. So I just stuck it in a pan of water just so that it covered the 1K side and left top side open to the air. And I've been checking out a lot on that Norton 8000 grit stone, and apparently that is the way you're supposed to soak it as well, since the 8000 grit side is not really a soaker and it makes it feel like rubber. So that's going to be another stone I'm going to experiment with, trying it this way. I got so many stones I gotta go through. It's a good problem to have, but I just don't have time to keep up with them all. I still got those Veneve diamond stones. I've got a full set of shafting glass stones. What else did I get? I've got that Beston I've got to try out some more. I've got that Imanishi Latte 400 I still need to try out some more. So got plenty of stones and stuff to keep me occupied. So this stone has some slight discoloration. I'm not real sure what caused that. It's got a little bit of a soft feel. It's not real bad. About like the Norton 8000 or the Nubatama 6000, the Nubatama bamboo. The Nubatama ume feels like it's a little bit harder than this. Oh yeah, I got those Nubatama stones also I need to try out some more. As you can see, I'm getting some buildup. Some of it is coming off with a light rub, but some of it is getting impacted in the stone. Not sure how that's going to affect cutting speed. I think this might actually be a little bit soft, or not softer, but a little bit harder than the Nubatama stones. It doesn't feel like it's going to be easily gouged, although there is that softness to it. It's getting a little bit of a brightness, so it's not going to be a hazy polish either, which I don't like. I really like the high luster. One K to 6K may be a little large of a jump. I can still see plenty of scratches, but it's not bad. If you're just going for sharp and not aesthetics, this would be perfectly acceptable. However, if you're looking for ultimate polish, you're either going to spend a whole lot of time on this stone cleaning up scratches that it may not be able to remove, or you're going to have to put another stone in between it. If you're looking for an alternative from the King, though, this is definitely a contender. It's also very reasonably priced. I believe I paid $55 for this. It was under $60. I don't remember the exact price. I got it from Chef Knives to Go, which is usually my main go-to source for sharpening stones. I believe we are there. Was riding the shoulder there. I had some stray scratches up on the bevel I wanted to get rid of. think that's it. I'll bring you guys down and I'll show you what the scratch pattern looks like. I think we'll start off magnified. So you can see it's definitely got some polish going on, but there are still some deeper scratches that were unable to be removed. It is really difficult to get this thing to stay focused, so I apologize for the shakiness. Wow, this thing just doesn't want to focus tonight. For a 6K stone, that is not a bad polish, not at all. And we haven't even stropped yet. This is before stropping. That has a very clean edge. It is very clean. I'm going to use leather with white compound. So I bought one of those edge testers. You can get them at sharpeningsupplies.com. Cutlery lover Jeff, he did a video on one not too long ago, and I had been looking at it a few months before I seen his video. His video kind of convinced me to get it, just to give it a shot. Now I didn't go with the cheap version. You guys know me. If I'm going to get something, I'm going to try to get the best of the best. So I bought the $300 version. The industrial version, they call it. Got that and about 100 of their little test media clips, and then it comes with a spool of their thread material. So what I'll do is I'll start keeping a spreadsheet of all the knives I sharpen and where they rank in terms of that little tester. Not real sure. You know, it's really only going to be beneficial to myself just so I can, if I know I've got, wow, that edge was really, really good, I can go back and look and see what the numbers were compared to others. But when it comes to relaying that information to you guys, unless you actually have one of those testers yourself, the information is kind of redundant. You know, you won't have anything to compare it to. So, I mean, it'll, like I said, it'll be beneficial to me, but for you guys, I don't see much benefit for it unless you yourself have one of those. You're not really going to be able to understand what the numbers represent in terms of sharpness. You know, you're going to have a little chart that you can go by, and like 0 to 100 signifies if it's like a razor blade, and 150 to 200 signifies if it's like a utility blade. You know, that sounds great and all, but unless you actually can feel the edge and make a cut into that media yourself and understand what a 100 gram edge feels like, it's really not going to make, in my mind, it doesn't seem like it's going to make much difference in terms of being able to judge sharpness. Now, if this utility becomes standard across the board and everybody starts using them, that's when it'll have benefits. That's when you'll be able to understand how sharp a knife is just based upon the numbers that it shows. Again, though, I'll start a spreadsheet or something and maybe post the results on the description of my videos as we go through it. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet, but I'll figure something out. Anyway, this edge is complete. Very sharp. It's got a nice polish. It's not anything like a mirror. There are scratch patterns still in it, but this is not a bad polish or a bad edge at all. I'm very impressed. The price of that stone, see there, you can see the scratches. For that price, this is an excellent stone. So you can see the scratches, but man, it's got a really good luster. Imanishi continues to impress me. I don't think they've had a stone that I didn't like yet. That's fantastic. Alrighty guys, if you have any questions or comments, as always, leave them below. I appreciate you watching. Y'all have a good one.